Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing Day 3 of the Great Northern Darwin Cup Carnival, which will be our first Wednesday fixture, Ladies' Day, Bridge Toyota Ladies' Day that is, Wednesday the 13th of July. Two superb days of racing action have come and gone, and now we look forward to the two Day 3 features, the Bridge Toyota Cup and the Fusion Exhibitions Rose Bowl, which have both attracted excellent fields. Some 54 horses have accepted on the day, and it again promises to be one of those days not to be missed. The first race is timed to go at 2:22 p.m. for those Richie Benaud fans, 2:22, while the last of the half dozen is scheduled to jump at 5:20 p.m. In the first, the Silk Laser Clinic's Handicap. It's an average benchmark sprint over 1,100 metres, and my numbers are 3, 1 and 2. Only a small field to get the day underway, and an interesting one nonetheless. My numbers here, 3, 1 and 2, as I mentioned. Going here with the very smart number 3, Ideas Man. Trained by Chris Nash, and Paul Shires continues his association with Ideas Man. He's only had the 3 starts in Darwin. He was second first up, and then he's won his next 2. His second start here by some 6 lengths, and then just the other day in a close finish in a 0-76. That was a really good performance. He had to sit wide on that occasion, made his run early in the straight and toughed it out to beat Adora Dancer. It's a pretty smart horse. He's probably got to win this to assure himself a start in the Bet365 Palmerston on the last Saturday of July. And I think he can in this 5-horse field. So number 3 on top. To beat number 1, Niwand, trained by Jason Manning, of course, Vanessa Arnott aboard, second in the Palmerston last year. He was a really good winner here on the 18th of June, but then when he stepped out on the 2nd of July, he was disappointing. Slightly slow to begin on that occasion, and was used up a bit to get handy, and then he was really a spent force coming around the home turn, dropped out to finish 6th of 7 behind Syncline, beaten over 12 lengths. Jason's elected to give him another run, and in his best form, he'll be very hard to beat. So interesting run at number 1, Niwand. And then for third, number 2, Our Luca, trained by Kerry Petrick. Kerry's having a good little run with her team at the present time. Jared Todd takes them out here. Hasn't raced since Alice Springs on the 29th of May. Did run third in the Pioneer Sprint the start before that behind Smuggling, and a pretty smart short course galloper on his day is Our Luca. So numbers in the first, 3, 1 and 2. The second's the Karen Brown Fine Art Handicap. It's over the 1,100 metre trip as well, 0-66 this one. And my numbers here are 4, 2 and 5. Going here with the last start winner, Star of Monsoon, trained by Johnny Peacock, and Adam Nichols retains the mount. Really good win last time out, I thought, Star of Monsoon. That followed 2 good second placings. But that win on the 25th of June, beating Canton Kid, was a good performance. Canton Kid's arrival again, incidentally. But I think Star of Monsoon can go back to back. So 4 on top. To beat the interesting runner for mine, number 2, Rising Sphere, trained by Gary Clark, Jared Todd in the saddle. Formerly trained by Philip Stokes in Victoria, and has won twice on the Pakenham Synthetic, this horse, and I watched it trial here the other day. Certainly impressed me. Trialled nicely, and it'll be very hard to beat as well. So don't leave number 2 out, Rising Sphere. And in for third, number 5, Mr. Monaro. Mark 9 puts the polish on. Sonia Wiseman in the saddle. Had its first up run back in Darwin last time out on the 2nd of July. Finished only 7th on that occasion, but I think there's improvement in the horse, Mr. Monaro. Got back on that occasion from a bad draw and finished off not too bad. So numbers in the second, 4, 2 and 5. We go to the third, the Toyota Finance Handicap, 1,300 metres for the 0-62 gallopers, and my numbers here, 2, 9 and 6. Going here with number 2, New Roman. Kerry Petrick trains, Paul Shires does the riding. With Casey Hunter having a meeting suspension, she won't be riding on Ladies' Day. So Paul Shires aboard New Roman. Good second last time out. That was behind Brahmavi Ruboy, only just beaten by a bare margin, and only just caught right on the line. So in that sort of form, New Roman will have to be very hard to beat. It's drawn nicely in barrier 4, so should be right on the pace as it was last time. And I've got it on top, number 2. To beat number 9, Zuda Z, trained by Tayan Holter and to be ridden by Jade Hampson. Won on Cup Day last year, did Zuda Z. And Jade's 3 kilogram claim will be all important here. We'll drop the horse's weight from 55 down to 52 kilograms. Didn't mind its first up run here the other day behind Hard Ransom. Finished 5th and certainly doing its best work late. So I've got it in for second, number 9. While my third selection, number 6, Tony's Reward. Kim Healy, the trainer. He won the last here on Saturday, Kim. And Siren Fork in the saddle here. Third last time out behind Brahmavi Ruboy. And that was the 2nd of July, and only beaten a couple of lengths, so we're putting that into run third. So numbers in race 3, 2, 9 and 6. We go to one of the features of the day, the Fusion Exhibitions Rose Bowl. This is for the fillies and mares, for the 0 to 70 fillies and mares, and it's over 1,300 metres. Always a good race, the Rose Bowl, and a good field assembled this year. My numbers here are 3, 2 and 4. Keen on number 3, Valentina Star, trained by Nicole Irwin and Sonia Wiseman in the saddle. Last 3 starts, placed efforts behind Giant Leap, Al Magnificence and Ideas Man. It's only beaten 0.4 of a length behind Ideas Man last time out. And just racing really well, this mare. And I think she's been set for this for some time. And I've got her on top. Number 3. To beat number 2, Noble War, in great form for Tayan Halter and Paul Shires in the saddle, has won her last 2. She's drawn a little awkwardly this time though. The last 2 wins have been out of barrier 1. This time she comes out of barrier 9, so that's going to make her task a little more tricky. But a good run from the 1,300 down the back. I'm sure she'll race well again, number 2, Noble War. And in for third, number 4, Swing with Junior. Kim Hahn having a good run with his team. And this horse, of course, won last week, the 2nd of July. And Adam Nichols aboard. And I think Swing with Junior will certainly be a must for your trifectas in the sub-feature of the day. And that, of course, is the Rose Bowl. So my numbers in the 4th, 3, 2 and 4. We move to the 5th, the Silks Darwin Handicap. This over a mile for the Class 2 gallopers. Numbers here 1, 7 and 5. Going with number 1, We Will Remember, trained by Gary Clark, Jared Todd aboard. The combination, as we come accustomed to at this time of the year, going well. And We Will Remember, good second last time out behind Hard Ransom. That was on the 25th of June. 3.3 lengths was the margin of defeat on that occasion, but I just thought getting out to the mile here would suit We Will Remember and have it on top. To beat number 7, Lady Whistledown. Still a maiden, trained by Stephen Brown and Sonia Wiseman aboard. Drawn the 1 gate. I really liked the way it got home here on the 2nd of July. That was behind Marvellous Night. Over this trip, it's got place form over further than a mile, but I just thought it's not going to get a run in the Derby on Saturday. This is a nice little race for it. Lady Whistledown got it into run 2nd. And in for third, number 5, Real Divine. Kerry Patrick, Paul Dent in the combo. 4th the other day behind Marvellous Night, and that wasn't a bad run either. The 1,600 metres looks like it will suit. So numbers in the 5th are 1, 7 and 5. And we go to the last, the feature. The Bridge Toyota Cup, $50,000 up for grabs, the 0 to 76 event. And 1,600 metres, always a good race this event. And of course the winner exempt from the ballot for the Sky Metric Mile. So we'll be watching this one with plenty of interest. My numbers in the feature, 2, 4, 11 and 1. He broke the track record last time out, Dominus, for 1,600 metres, and he'll only have to reproduce that sort of performance to be very hard to beat here. Chris Nash trains, looking to top and tail the card. He's got Ideas Man in the first and Dominus in the last, and Adam Nichols takes them out as he did the other day. He's only had the 2 starts in Darwin. He was 5th first up, and then when stepping to that mile, turned in a tremendous performance, won by over 6 lengths, broke the track record as I mentioned, and I think it'll be very hard to beat again. Number 2, Dominus on top. To beat number 4, Sakaro, racing well for Phil Cole, Wayne Davis aboard. Finished second last time out behind Masterati, and Masterati, although only 5th the other day in the Chief Minister's, still win a pretty good race, and I think Sakara getting close to a win. In for third, we go over the page, and it's to number 11, Magnus Seaver. Kim Healy trained, Siren Fork aboard. Thought his run the other day here behind Hellgard in 0 to 76 grade was very good, finished off strongly. That was 1,300 metres. The mile looks like it will suit better. And in for 4th, number 1, Chaonic. 4th in the Darwin Cup last year, Chaonic. Stan Sakos aboard for Neil Dyer. 3rd here the other day behind Tug of War. I didn't think it was a bad effort. Tug of War will be going around on Saturday in the Buntine. So I had Chaonic in the mix here. So numbers in the feature, 2, 4, 11 and 1. Best bet of the day in the first. Get the money early. Race 1, number 3, Ideas Man. Race 1, number 3, Ideas Man. Should be winning in the small field. While the best roughie is in race 5 and number 3, Koalas. Race 5, number 3, Koalas. Don't leave this out if you're taking a trifecta or a first 4. Race 5, number 3, Koalas. Well, Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again later this week in advance of day 4 of the carnival. Of course, NT Ladbrokes Derby Day, always one of the highlights on the carnival calendar. Can Wolfburn keep his Ladbrokes Triple Crown hopes alive? Because he won the Guineas. Can he win the Derby? We'll find out on Saturday. Until then, good luck and good punting.